second hour of World Crisis Radio. This is Webster Tarpley here in Washington, D.C. Now, we've just had the tearful ceremony where Rahm Emanuel Rambozo has left the White House. He thinks he's on his way to a coronation as mayor of Chicago. It's very unlikely. He is not likely to make it, according to various accounts and sources. And instead of this, we have this new guy, Rouse, otherwise immediately dubbed Rouse the Louse. Rouse, coming from the office of Senator Tom Daschle, the senator from Citibank, South Dakota. So somebody who's schooled in the art of giving Citibank and Pandit to Bandit what they want. Other than that, we have Obama and Biden. Obama, in a very interesting interview, Rolling Stone magazine, essentially telling their own base, stop whining, buck up, get out there and support us. We're the greatest. You're inferior. We're back to Carter. We're back to the Malaise speech of July 1979. In other words, the Carter administration always blamed the American people for Carter's incompetence and political failure, his stress on Malthusianism that made him unpopular. He wanted to blame the people. They didn't want to make those tough decisions. So political crisis around Obama, to be sure, and also the crisis of legitimacy. And to get an update, we're headed towards the big October 23rd demonstration here in Washington. So let's get a report from Phil Berg, the chief organizer in Philadelphia.
Thank you. Pleasure to be on your show. For everyone, it's Philip Berg, ObamaCrimes.com, ObamaCrimes.com. Yeah, Webster, we are planning ahead here. We're getting an excellent response from people. People are putting together some buses to come in, and we're working on details of our speakers shortly. For everyone, it's on Saturday, October 23rd of this year, 2010, from noon to 4 p.m. at the United States Capitol in Washington, D.C. on the West Front. We're looking for as many people as we can because Obama is frustrating people to no end in so many different areas, and we are the umbrella for everyone. We are the umbrella for you, whether it's the health care bill, which people are now finding out that the rates are going up and the co-pays are going up and the insurance is going up and the coverage is going down, whether it's health care, whether it's taxation, whether it's the war, the anti-war movement, whether it's Social Security, whatever the issue is on Social Security. Obama's ready to call together a commission in December to talk about Social Security. Two people going on to the commission already have stated they want to do away with Social Security. So we're the umbrella for all of you because I know I'm right, and I represent everyone in this country, the 305 million people in this country, and we deserve the truth. And the thing is that we're the umbrella. When we are successful, and I believe we can be successful by a peaceful revolution by the people in this country, when Obama's out of office, everything he has accomplished becomes void because it's all voidable, because he is a fraud, he is a phony. This is the biggest hoax against the United States of America in 234 years. You got to wake up, America. You got to do your part here. Summer's over, but we got to take a few hours of time here to, number one, spread the word to everyone about ObamaCrimes.com with our rally on October 23rd. Let people read about it, understand it. I really think if the American public knew that the document that Obama keeps referring to as a birth certificate, which it is not, it's a certification of live birth, that document could not even get you to register your child for Little League, number one. Number two, that document cannot get you a U.S. passport. So let's wake up, America. Do our part here before more rights are taken away. We are the umbrella for everyone out there. Whatever your issue is, come forth under us, and we can work together. People say, what happened instantaneously? Probably not. But if we get 1 million or 2 million people out there, which I would like, the national media would have to cover this story. And if the national media ever did anything to cover this story, I think if it was a top fold, Webster, of the New York Times or the Washington Post or one of the Chicago papers or Los Angeles or San Francisco papers or Philadelphia Inquirer, I think this issue should be over in a week because people would demand, number one, to show Obama, to show that he's constitutionally eligible to be president, and number two, that he didn't lose that, even if he had it, when he was adopted or acknowledged in Indonesia, where his name became Barry Soetoro. And I really believe that that's his legal name, Barry Soetoro. There's no evidence he changed it back. And therefore, you are allowed to use an alias. But with the alias, when you use an alias, you cannot do it for fraudulent purposes. And here he's doing it for fraudulent purposes. So we really have to work together on this. Right now, the October 23rd is a perfect time. It's before the elections. And I really need everyone out there to stop and think what's going on in this country. The best example against Obama is Arnold Schwarzenegger. For 15 years, people have been talking to him about running for president. And what does he constantly say? He says, amend the Constitution. Amend the Constitution. I was born in Austria. Obama has spent close to $2 million fighting my 3 lawsuits and 100 other lawsuits. Why is he fighting this if he's really natural born? Show us the document. In one of your 2 books, you state, I found my birth certificate. In the other book, you mentioned the fact that your parents had divorced, your mother remarried, your stepfather, Lolo Soetoro, was going back to Indonesia before your mother and you. And when you got there, you immediately went to school. And we have the school records, with your name is Barry Soetoro, nationality Indonesia, and religion being Islam, which is Muslim. That's the facts. If you haven't changed your name since then, you are an illegal alien in this country, and the case I have pending, which is now going to the U.S. Supreme Court, because the other courts have not dealt with the truth of the case, is the fact that I believe that your term as United States Senator from Illinois was also fraudulent. Therefore, the salary and benefits you received there of $1 million should be returned to the U.S. Treasury.
Quite right, Phil. Now, tomorrow, there's actually a rally already tomorrow, October 2nd, tomorrow in terms of when we're taping the program. That's the One Nation rally of the AFL-CIO, and I think that they will get some kind of a turnout. And I think maybe from their ability, with their huge organizational resources, you'll get some idea of what the proclivity of people is to come out, except in this case, this is all basically vote for Obama. That's what the AFL-CIO comes down to. In terms of these union bureaucrats, Andy Stern, right? Remember him, the head of the Service Employees International Union during the 2008 election. This is a guy on that Bowles and Al Simpson commission, the Austerity Commission, the commission to destroy Social Security. Andy Stern has already said that he thinks that the money from Social Security should be fed into Wall Street and invested in these toxic speculative securities. But Andy Stern is now under investigation for political corruption in terms of the way that certain contracts and consultancy jobs and money were distributed. So yet another attack on Obama's commission. And I think it's very important, as you point out, that this lame duck period after the election is going to be time of tremendous danger. So very important for people to come out before that.
Absolutely, absolutely. So everyone go to ObamaCrimes.com, send it to everyone on your address book. Try to send us some money to help us so we can advertise this more, and also try to get as many people as possible who can come on Saturday, October 23rd, U.S. Capitol, West Front, from 12 noon to 4 p.m. It's called the Obama Birth Certificate Eligibility and Obamacare Rally. Okay,
Phil. So I guess we'll see you next week then, huh? And you're busy organizing. So
yes, sir.
ObamaCrimes.com. We'll see you then.
Okay,
bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. The other thing in terms of the opposition, we learned with great sadness that Larry Sinclair has had a terrible experience. I guess it's in the form of what appears to be a suicide attempt, but precisely because these things are so suspicious, we'd want to withhold judgment on that anyway. Best wishes to Larry Sinclair. We'll be back in a minute.